What's happening, you kind folks? Welcome back, if you've been here before, to the Ipaintcreatures YouTube channel. I'm also known as IPC. And I always like to start these videos off with a grand shout out to grace and gratitude for all you folks that are new here and returning here and viewing these videos, getting some value for value as I share the things that help me move through life. And I'm a creative professional. I've worked with companies like Lucasfilm and Apple Computers and Microsoft, and now mostly I work for IPC, that stands for Ipaintcreatures. And today I'm showing you on the video this pastime that I've loved doing forever, and I've started to just do it more and more, and I'm using water soluble oils here and probably a little bit of watercolor to begin it, but it's just a character, a person I seen in a cafe, and she had such unique features, and I give my version of it. And I'd like to talk to you about a quote by Stella Adler, and she says, "Life beats down and crushes the soul, and art reminds you that you have one." And I always like to address, I am a visual artist, I'm a creative writer, I do everything in the, the crafts realm of things, but I think, just living life creative and free and tapping into your purpose and who you are and getting to know yourself more and self-loving yourself and self-developing yourself, I think is the highest art form you can do. And then doing the visual arts and performance poetry and theater and dance and visual illustration, visual storytelling. I think that's just the, reaching your pinnacle, and if you can make a living at it like I do, then it's, you're living in your essence, and that's the most powerful way to move through life. So if I get back to this Stella quote, she says, "Life beats you down and crushes the soul." And for any of you that have really lived life, that times can get hard, and if you realize it and you really wake up within yourself and your purpose and who you exactly are, you start to really realize that a lot of it comes from your thoughts, and everything originates in your thoughts. So definitely you create these, probably unconsciously, not conscious of that you're creating these downfalls and these avalanches of things that crush you and kind of take you out and make you feel like you don't want to be alive, and the uncertainties and the mystery of life are just a little too much for you to bear. So you definitely get your soul crushed. But I also believe, from being an active artist, that if I move poetically and I live artistically, then definitely you get your soul crushed, but out of that soul crushing you have a lot to express and a lot to recover from and get right back up. And like how I'm doing the background of this, giving it a lot of texture and explosion of light, and like a rebirth of a phoenix, right? Or in the yokai land, it's a ho-ho, and basically that's a phoenix in Japanese folklore and mythology, but the difference is ho-ho is a multi-elemental phoenix, right? It can birth out of floods and rain. It can birth out of lightning and thunder. It can birth out of fire and all different types of fire. But definitely the second part of the quote is, art reminds you that you have a soul, and that's very true. And I'm not just talking about, once again, not doing all the art that is just, painting and drawing and all the, really visible arts and being an artist. It's just being an artist, with your family, your friends, how you solve problems, how you become a lifelong learner, and you could always add to your artillery of who you are. And when you do this type of art, even in your mind, if you think artistically and creatively, it definitely reminds you have a deeper part of yourself that is living out this lifetime and isn't, confused by any barriers or obstacles, and knows that the mystery and, the uncertainties, if you walk that path and you leave a trail behind you, you're definitely expanding yourself, and you're making yourself real shine and brilliant. And, and I'm not downplaying that, drawing and painting don't show you who you are. But definitely get out there, be creative, live artistically, and it will remind you that you have a magnificent soul that is your backup band and is there for you. So thank you for watching the video. Hit the comments, hit the subscribe, share the video if it resonated with you, and get some other people valuing who they are and using art, living artistic to remind you that you have a soul, especially after life beats you down. Peace. I'll see you soon.